Okay, we're still in the Netherlands and we're going to the Oorlogs Museum. I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, not even close. So we're in the Netherlands, probably about a 20-minute drive, I think, from Arnhem. So this really has to do with the Arnhem battle here. So that looks like a model plane. Maybe it flies, but it's definitely, you know, a smaller version of it. And we actually have here a Canadian plane. Yeah, this aircraft is a Beechcraft D-18S. Never heard of this.
This plane was purchased by the Netherlands. They purchased 8 of them during the war, and this was flown for the prince because there was a toilet in it.
Really?
Yeah, this is the luxury version.
Did you read that? It was on the... Oh, loot.
Yeah.
Loot was...
Loot.
Okay.
Loot.
But, yeah, so this is the outside of the museum. And that's the entrance there. And we'll go inside. Just walked through the door and we were told all these vehicles are running vehicles and they're used in movies. He named a couple of movies. I've not heard of them. So it's probably a Dutch production company. But very cool that, yeah, all these vehicles run. Interesting to see Panzer Shreks there.
I think that's a bolt-on secondary seat. It's 2 passenger.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen that.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, and Edward was saying that that's probably a bolt-on secondary seat. MG34 in the back. Then we'll move on. This side shows just relics found over the years, of course. Motorcycles, just everything. Yep, and it's just down the side from the vehicle display. And display case of some of the pistols are in nice condition and some are relics. And that one, Browning High Power, that looks like it's art or something, like it looks fake. It looks cool at the same time. But yeah, that's a Canadian made Browning High Power, made by Inglis in Toronto. Actually, that P-38's in decent shape. Yeah. And just do a pan. We've got more firearms. We'll take a look at that here in a second.
You don't generally see a water cool 50.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a water cooled 50. I know in the movie, I believe Tora, they used there's a scene of a water cooled 50.
Right.
And actually Keith, it came up for sale, it was like $65,000. And Keith was seriously looking at buying it. A water cooled 50 from the movie Tora.
Oh wow.
But he never, something fell through, but he was serious about it.
Investment.
Yeah. Stripped receiver MP38. And then there's a stripped receiver MP38, along with, look at a matching number MP38. That is crazy to see in that condition and matching numbers. And then this MP40 has the notch for the safety, but this one actually has the hook for the bolt. And just seeing the hook on the bolt, very rare, very rare. You just don't see that. An MP41. Yes. And the SS primarily used the MP41. The Wehrmacht troops did not use that.
Around this area.
And I will just walk around.
So, love seeing that display.
Have questions?
Some of them. and
Bazookas.
sometimes It depends on who's there and what's their interest.
And sorry about the glare. I can't do much about the glare.
Do you speak German as well?
I speak German as well.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Berettas,
For example, this is
Burma, PPSH 41.
it jumps this high and then it explodes and then these pellets are released.
Nice display. Condition of the guns are just fantastic. Wish I could get rid of that glare.
And do you know everything that's in this?
But yeah, great display. And Panzerfaust.
Yeah, T-34.
Yeah,
Yeah.
captured by the Germans in Poland,
Yeah.
refurbished by the Germans, and then used in Berlin against the Russians by the Germans. So,
Wow, so that tank actually has a history.
yeah.
Wow. That's the thing when you can tie the history of things.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. Okay, and quick pan of just belt-fed machine guns. Just gonna do a quick pan. Very nice display. Like everything in this museum, just really incredible. Yeah. Okay, so collection of a few sniper rifles, SVT.
Is that a flash hider on the end of that carbine? The ball?
That's a grenade launcher.
They had one for the carbine?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they would launch grenades, and of course FG-42. That would be your second model with a vertical grip. Yeah, just very nice collection. Wow, wow. Like you see the 1903, no, that's 1917 Springfield, I think.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's the 17. I could be wrong, but yeah, incredible rifle collection.
Yeah.
So most of these, were they donated or just different things? Probably?
Well, this one
Uh-huh.
has a Bakelite stock.
Whoa, I did not even know that. So that's a Bakelite stock?
Ja. Nee.
Never knew it was, they had those.
Dit is een beetje de geschiedenis.
This one is an insert to allow it this regular gun to small 22 caliber gun bullets. So the Hitler could practice with it.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that.
Well, you see a small clip sticking out from it.
Yes. Yeah. Yep, because you can see the chamber or the barrel insert. Yes. Wow.
What is that?
That's a German anti-tank gun.
Oh, okay.
And
Germinated.
that's the Panzerbüchse, a Polish anti-tank gun, and the boys, that's the British anti-tank gun.
Okay. Then the Piat, which nobody seemed to like, that one there. No
Very
one,
effective.
was it effective?
Yeah,
Really?
because you didn't betray your position when you fired it.
Oh.
Oh.
It's spring-loaded.
Oh. Okay. So.
It's a very heavy spring. You compress, so when you fire it.
I just didn't think that the charge at the end was actually strong enough to take out a tank. Kind of thing.
But it can penetrate 100 millimeters of steel.
But you have to get very close.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, just a nice display of small arms, anti-aircraft.
Good at that. Yep, yeah, absolutely.
Take a look.
Yeah. Our grandfather was obviously in the Canadian military, and we grew up with a lot of this stuff around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just very familiar. What got you into bunkers and things of that nature? Just
Interest.
has it been a long time? Like, have you been interested for
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah, that's
No, even
very
more.
rare. It's the
I think it's
MKB42. Very rare. This is the predecessor of, I think it was made by Walther, I think.
You're talking about it.
It actually even says very rare. Yeah. It is. It's the predecessor of the Sturmgewehr, the MP44 type rifles. STG 44, MP43.
Just not a straight wall.
Yeah, very cool.
First there were the square towers, then became the round towers, then became the earthworks, then the elaborate earthwork where one could develop any size.
Yeah.
Really nice collection.
You see the evolution of it, and then
I was saying earlier about
once
all of this stuff was either found, of course, dug,
Well, we have a very nice example.
donated.
Which was
So, very cool. And I'm not sure if it was caught on camera, but in Belgium, Netherlands, it is not legal to mine detect and look for things in the ground. So you're not supposed to do it. But of course, if you've got private property, a farm, who's going to know? But they're still finding these items. Just over here, just more rifles. Again, the glare.
you get sloping armor, and then reactive armor, and then channel armor.
Yeah, just gonna do a quick pan of all of this. Edward, take a look at this. The MKB 42. They
42.
Yeah, this was the predecessor, and it lost out. I forget if it was Hanel or Walther. I think this is a Walther design, but it lost out, and they stopped making it. Then they went straight to the MP44 series. Extremely rare.
So similar.
It's very similar. Yes, so it uses the same magazine because you see down there MKB 42, MP 43. So it used the same mag. Yes. So.
Just the gas system was different. Did they use a piston in it?
I believe they used a piston, yes. I believe the whole operating rod is similar to the MP44. Yep. But,
Maybe ease of manufacture.
and they used them, pretty much they started on the Eastern Front against the Russians. Yep.
I didn't realize they put stocks on the Browning high powers.
Oh yeah, big time, man.
I
Yep, they sure
that's
did.
ridiculous, but
You know what? It's better than not having it if you need to make some distant shots. Plus it serves as a holster.
right. But how heavy is that to carry around? Like,
See, you can see the tangent sight up there.
oh, okay. So that's the more familiar one.
Yeah, that's the familiar one that I'm familiar with by Inglis. Made in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Ontario. Yes.
Information from everybody, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere. That's how stories continue.
Yeah. We were just, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Ruud.
Loot?
Yeah.
Loot. Okay, and I know I'm pronouncing that poorly, so I apologize. So, Loot, very knowledgeable gentleman here, took this ammunition, German ammunition, and clipped it so it could be used by the British, English, in the revolvers. So, created more of a rim. But yeah, I never even heard of that before. So talk about field expediency. Yeah, so that's just awesome. And then nice collection of Sten guns.
You know where they built this thing gun?
Enfield, right?
No.
No?
Why they developed it?
Oh, why? Probably just cheap, like quick.
You know, they found millions of 9mm cartridges in the North Africa after they conquered it. And they had no gun to fire them.
Really? That's fascinating.
That's a crazy story.
But you know what? It makes sense though.
And then these were produced in all kind of metal work stations, and they were
So in North Africa, after the Russians or the Germans left. So this was made actually after like the Africa Corps and stuff like that left Africa.
well maybe
No, but
in
see, I guess I always assumed that this was made in the late
30s, like 35, 36, 37.
Yeah.
Developed during the war.
Suppressed stem.
And they cost £3 to make.
Yeah.
So it's cheap.
Very.
And the Americans saw that and they developed the grease gun after that.
Right. My brother has a grease gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, more displays. I wish I'm already feeling like pressured for time because this is such an awesome museum. And Loot has been fantastic with information, just all the little details. He's got a lot of knowledge that, you know.
Picked it up?
Yeah. So displays.
Oh, we're up top.
Yeah. We can't go up there, but we can look. So, yeah. Very.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Oh, you're good. Good. So we'll just do a quick pan here. Got some Luftwaffe.
So it's dead hands here.
What is it?
Just stops here.
Oh, okay.
So classroom.
I'm not sure what the classroom was. You could tell a lot of those machine guns up top are relics. I mean, or they were in barns or something.
Right.
Not relics like this Sten sitting here with these pistols. It's crazy to see all these small pocket pistols. And you just know they were by officers. Look at that. Relic Thompson, Sturmgewehr. Now the museum we're going to go to next, it really bums me that there's a sweater left there. It really bums me. But at least it's not that far away.
Yeah, we'll make a call and find out what it is.
Yeah.
If it's mine, then we'll just keep on going.
What do you think it could be?
No idea.
Really?
Could be a long sleeve shirt.
And that could be, yeah. And this was the Dutch, and they worked with the Germans. And after the war, they tried them and convicted them as traitors. So, yeah, sentenced to 20 years in prison. Originally, they were sentenced to death, but it was commuted to 20 years. And I'm not sure if they actually served all 20 years, but they were the collaborators, traitors. So, no judgment, obviously. Different times. And Ed and I are still looking for a Zippo lighter. We cannot find a Zippo lighter. Just matches. Okay, so we've got the, looks like RAF display along with airborne. So this is the English display. Yep, high power. Love seeing the relic firearms.
Hey, there you go. Meanwhile, it's just supposedly they have the oil tube from Audie Murphy's weapon.
Really?
Well, that's yeah, but there's a Zippo or a Ronson. I'm not sure. I don't even know how to tell the difference because obviously that's what they call the Sherman tanks, right? Was
There's a nickname by some.
the Ronson lighter because it lights every time.
Yeah.
Or whatever the slogan was. So we got one. All right. You know, I should almost take a picture of that. But
I'll get it on video here in a second.
thank you. It's a big deal. Did you say there's more, or is that
There are more. Definitely.
So what? All right, I had a working theory that the reason why you don't see them is because they're small little keepsakes.
So this is what our first time
Like they stay in a drawer.
seeing
You wouldn't think
a
they're
Ronson
doing
type
anything.
lighter,
I imagine after the war,
a Zippo.
they were valuable because
Yeah, everybody's fun. So
right.
they were, you could refill them, and you could use them. And,
yeah,
Yep, Audie Murphy,
they
of
would light every
course.
time.
Yeah.
So
God, it
that's
just looks
why
like
we're
a
not
child.
seeing it. I'm sure there's still a bunch of drawers.
Yeah.
oh, definitely, probably, yeah.
Yep. So the oil tube, it says oil tube with his name scratched into it, was from his carbine. So
Yeah, this is a really nice collection.
These
super.
are just the English parties, which during the Battle of Arnhem. Right. And that gesture is an insult.
What's the gesture?
It's this
Okay.
up yours.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
I saw him doing that. I was wondering what was in the picture. So
Well,
so that gesture right there.
It goes back to the archers of the British Army, which were way back.
Yep.
Because if you were captured as an archer, those two fingers were cut off.
Oh, they were wow. So that gesture means up
Still
yours.
Up yours, and
And you can tell with his face, it means something not nice.
He's not happy.
now he was captured. So
Yep.
And they took a picture of him giving that gesture. Wow.
And they wouldn't know, but yeah. But still at the same time.
But interesting with the archers cutting off fingers.
That's the face of defiance there. Yeah.
because I have still fingers, so I can still fight.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
This building was
More uniforms.
taken over by the Germans during the war.
Je had ze wel ontdekt.
German and some British.
Nou, dat is hè.
It's the display of just helmets, wet gear, kind of a random display. Even a relic. Obviously, I'm guessing that was made out of aluminum. So, and the steel scabbard just rusted apart. So, I'll just do a scan. I don't want to hold people up behind me. Oh, MP40 loader. Thompson. Probably found in somebody's barn. I mean, heavily pitted. Yep. Really, really cool. Yes, of course. This is all about Arnhem also. So. Yeah, very interesting. Somehow I wish there was magic where I could take glare off the glass, but
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing?
yeah.
So he was mentioning, remember he talked about that building with the glass in between?
Yeah.
That they went over?
Yep.
When the Battle of Arnhem started, they smashed that. The Germans themselves smashed it because they didn't want that technology to fall into there. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. So information like that.
Yeah. Okay, we're heading back out.
Zeker, ja. Ja.
I'm pleased we finally found a Zippo lighter. One lighter.
Upstairs, or more somewhere.
Yeah. All right, we'll head out and see what's next.